Hello everyone. In this video we will show you how to install SharpTrader. So we're going to have two installers downloaded, and the first one is going to install the database for Firebird, and we're going to start this one up. And we will accept any agreements and set all the values to the default values and put in our master key. And this will give us access. So I'm putting in the master key right now. Now we'll just click install. Click next. And we'll click start Firebird service now. And next we'll move on to SharpTrader and install that. So here we'll agree to the conditions. Feel free to read them, but for the demo I will not. We have our secret key here. We agree to the conditions and then put in our information in the provided fields to continue the installation. Just click install now, and we'll wait for the installation to go through. Here it goes. We'll click finish. And here you can see we can have something called STA launcher, and this icon we will click, and this is our actual program. We have two feeds which are added by default, which is London and New York. And I will explain what's happening throughout the session. So we have here a session name, the trade type, the quote type. We have quote status, trade status. As you can see here, we have open orders, the balance equity, the initial equity and the equity gains, as well as the average slippage and the average execution time. It's all for open and close, and also the execution time is set for the average between open and close. We can also edit the settings here in the settings tab, and we can view the quotes to connect to the server. We click connect, and you see this connection symbol, and now we will connect and look at the quotes. We are recording this video at the start of the session, and the quotes won't be that fast. So we'll be waiting for those. If you want to disconnect, it's this button right there. If we want to add a new session, we'll click the Add Session button. As you can see, there's spaces for the fields. We'll set the quote type to fix, the trade type to fix as well. And you can see that the options change as you select the different options of quote and trade types. And we'll show you everything throughout the program. So here, since we already have the details, we will just import the details for cTrader session, and we won't really pay attention to the details of the data entry as this is familiar to many of you. So for now, let's just import them. We'll go over it quickly though. We'll go to the symbols, to the categories, pick the symbol that we need. So here, for example, we'll pick fix. Here we'll pick cTrader for the broker and exchange. And we'll select all the main pairs here. They're already listed by default. And also, very important point, for the symbol list, especially for cTrader, you need to look at the symbols in the program because each broker will have a unique symbol name, and that's what you need to watch out for. And this is for cTrader, so make sure you look at the unique broker symbol names. So everything is okay here. We'll click OK. All the parameters are filled in. So let's click OK. And we'll click Connect. So as you can see, it's connected. And here we can see the quotes. We can click this button, see all the quotes. And we can also see the logs. So if we need to take a look at the logs of this trading session or of quotes in general, we will double click on the connected button and you'll see the log here. Okay, perfect. So I hope that was clear. And I'll do it again just to show you. Perfect. We can add our strategy now. So for example, here we can add strategy and we'll select the one leg option. We'll say yes to creating a default symbol list and set it here. We'll select the London fast feed. Leave everything here default. We'll change the lots here as well, as this uses a non-standard lot. So, and we'll change the lots for each pair as needed. We do this here just because the fixed the lot is different than default. And we'll set them to 1,000 each. Perfect, we changed the lots. We'll click the run button. And we just get this warning that we forgot to apply our changes. So that's actually a very good feature since I can apply my changes now and run it again. As you can see, everything looks normal. To speed up the opening process, we'll set the difference to open to a large negative number just in order for the demonstration. So we'll make it a large negative. So we have a tick for the slow spread, but not for the fast. So we'll wait for that. And if you're not sure if it's working, you can also check the log to see if everything is going to plan. So wait a bit, and you can see here, I'll check in the logs. You see that strategy has been started. Perfect, so we saw the first tick working here. And the session just started, so that's why we aren't getting much quotes. But otherwise, it would be a bit of a different scenario. We can see all the open orders in the orders window, and we can see all the orders which are inputted into the strategy here as well. And you can see all the orders that we are using in different strategies here. So if we set the difference to open and change it again, we can see that the order disappears from here and disappears from there as well. So here we're getting an error message that we cannot see the statistics, and this is only because there are not enough orders. We can't see the statistics, but we can see it usually in the tab when more quotes, and therefore orders are completed. So just because there's a small amount of orders, we can't see it. And in this tab, we can see all the statistics for the strategies. we can also go to the news tab, and here we can see the news filter. We can select the news we want and set up all the filters in the way that we want. And as you can see, we can also go to the settings, and you see that we have a number of languages. For now, in the beta version, we only have English and Chinese, and we will see also in here the database, and we'll have the tick data management. And this is a very important and awesome addition that we have that we will go over now. I'll just need to do a little bit of setup before I show you. So to show you this, let me just disconnect cTrader quickly and go to the settings. And we'll set it to collect ticks for Euro USD right there. So then we can go back to our settings and go to tick data management, and we will create a folder on our disk. But for our users, we do recommend having a Google disk because it's a very low cost for a good amount of storage, and we recommend you to use a Google disk on Google Drive and save all the data there, and it's a much cheaper option than the VPS disk drive. So for the future, make sure you do that. But for the purpose of the video, we can create a folder here, and we'll set the ticks to be stored here. So we have this folder, as you can see. We also have the ticks per single file, not as important. We'll click apply changes. And now we will be able to store our ticks. So let's restart the strategy. We'll connect it again. We'll just have to wait for the orders. And for all of these pairs, we'll be able to analyze the orders as the ticks are being stored now. And we will demonstrate that as well. I'm just going to brute force the orders to come quicker. We'll just do this. So perfect. Now we can go to our orders, to the closed orders, and we see we have an order left over from our previous demonstration. We'll look at the one which is more recent, and you see this little book button. If you click on it, this will give you an analysis. So here you can see all of the ticks, and it's hard to understand any of the trends as there was little amount of ticks. But with a larger amount, you can analyze the happenings of the whole trading day and see how the trailing and profit parameters were selected or what needs to be tweaked. So this is a wonderful feature. In our example, it's very hard to understand anything from it as very little amount of ticks. But for the future, once you are getting a large amount of ticks, you will be able to keep tabs on what you've been doing right and wrong throughout the trading day. You can experiment with this and see how everything works. And in general, that is everything. You can also view the slippage here, um, as you can see, but this image is not representative of what you will usually see, as there's a very little amount of ticks. And it's a wonderful feature for your experimentation, and we hope um, that you'll find success with this program, and it will give you the freedom to test and devise your own trading strategies and the parameters in which the strategies that you picked have been operating. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, please let us know if you have any questions. We would be happy to answer them. Finally, we will finish up with a summary. We have a back test. We have the charting, the coding, as per usual for our programs. And that is it. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.